As someone who's been on TRT and PEDs, this is my reaction to the Liver King's confession and apology of him being on steroids.
Primals, I'm making this video.
Okay, first pause this real quick. Ain't no way you're gonna look like that if you just do steroids. This motherfucker is working his ass off to look like that.
Fucked up.
I mean,
because I'm embarrassed and ashamed. Because I lied. And I misled a lot of people. I've stated that this is a complicated as fuck topic, at least to me it is, because before social media, I was rich and anonymous. And after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous. And I never expected this kind of exposure.
Like, if you're trying to relate, homie, to people, like, you don't gotta tell people you're rich and you're still rich. Like, you're trying to get compassion. Like, you don't need to get compassion by saying I'm wealthier than all of you.
It's been tricky as fuck to
Yeah.
navigate. Well, clearly I did it wrong. And I'm here now to
I don't think you did it wrong.
Yes, I've done steroids. And yes,
No
I'm
shit.
on steroids, monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician.
100%. We all knew
Liver
this
King,
already,
the public
homie.
figure, was an experiment to spread the message, to bring awareness to the 4,000 people a day who kill themselves, the 80,000 people a day that try to kill themselves. Our people are hurting at record rates with depression, autoimmune, anxiety, infertility, low ambition in life.
That's valid.
Our young men are hurting the most, feeling lost, weak, and submissive. So I made it my job to model, teach, and preach a simple, elegant solution called ancestral living, the 9 ancestral tenets, so our people no longer have to suffer, so we can collectively express our highest and most dominant form.
But you could.
This is my fight.
You could have.
This is why.
We're behind that fight, homie. But you could have done that,
Spreading the
honestly.
message. I've been on
But I'm not
several
hating on that.
podcasts, and when asked if I've ever taken steroids, I've always said no. I don't touch this stuff. Not gonna touch this stuff. Never touch the stuff.
That had to be exhausting.
That was a lie.
That had to be exhausting to live that double life.
I've convinced myself that this had nothing to do with the ancestral message. I convinced myself that
That's valid.
I'm not a competitive athlete of any kind, so who the fuck am I cheating? I convinced myself
That's valid.
that this topic was a placeholder for a far more important conversation. I convinced myself that this would overshadow the 36 years of working out, usually twice a day, without PEDs.
This was been on PEDs for a long time for sure. So like now you're lying again, Holmes. But like valid points. Like you need first off, twice a day workouts. You're gonna be on PEDs. Otherwise, your body's not gonna recover fast enough. I appreciate the message though. Like let's go.
I've convinced myself that this was the vocal minority, usually in the fitness category, driving to an unproductive conversation. And I had convinced myself that this would be the wrong message to send to the 15-year-old boys. So I continually dismissed it,
15-year-old boys.
and I dug myself into a bigger and deeper hole.
But you're so
I
relieved now
have
that you're
only
out.
myself to blame. I did that.
You went
it was all
viral for a
wrong.
week. This is gonna be
I
good
will
for
be
you.
better. I will talk about it openly because I believe that there's a time and a place for pharmacological
Come on my
intervention
podcast and talk
monitored
about it.
managed by a trained hormone physician.
The problem is people can't
2021,
afford a trained
When I was
physician.
43 years old, I didn't feel 100% physically or cognitively.
Yeah, 'cause you
So
old,
I
dog.
went to get monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician to see what the fuck was going on with my life.
Yeah, low testosterone.
And so yes, it's true. I have tried several peptide combinations in an effort to increase my growth hormone, and it didn't work, meaning that my levels still remained below the normal level.
Okay.
So yes,
Valid.
it's also true that I've tried pharmaceutical grade growth hormone, and I finally found success in managing therapeutic levels in the normal range.
That's awesome.
Yes, this is true. I've continued on with 0.6 cc's of testosterone per week,
That's not
roughly
that much.
120 milligrams of testosterone a week.
I took way more than that. No wonder I
no,
broke out.
I don't take any other steroids like nandrolone or winstrol, but I have tried them in the past without success. Yes,
Probably tried
it's
DECA.
also true that my blood chemistry got all fucked up while taking nandrolone and winstrol.
Yep.
My lipids got all deranged.
Yep.
My liver enzymes went sky high,
Yep.
which is why clinical oversight is an absolute must.
But that you can afford that though.
The
Most
Liver
people are
King
getting
brand
this.
has had nothing, or at least very little, to do with my business success. My companies were already kicking ass, already successful before the Liver King public figure, growing at 50% year over year,
Do we know what
and still growing
companies
at the same pace
he was running
after the Liver King public figure.
Get rich. $100 million fitness empire. Let's go.
I've never had ab implants, ab etching, or any other plastic surgery, and I sure as fuck never actually had gene editing done in Singapore. I made all of that up. It was all intended to be a joke, and that's an expression of ancestral 10 and 10. Have a little goddamn fun. Ultimately, why did I, or why do I do them?
There's nothing wrong with doing steroids,
When
bro.
I talk about the 85% of the population that suffers from self-esteem issues, that's me.
But you're the reason why they
I'm part
suffer.
of that statistic. This is why I fucking work myself to death in the gym. This is why I do 12 to 15 blood-burning workouts a week, just to feel like I'm okay.
Yeah, that's valid.
Still, I have to absolutely crush myself to do so, and I'm wrecked physically and cognitively, and hormone replacement has helped in a profound and significant way.
Yeah,
and still, I believe that the path to paradise is paved in fucking hell. I previously have said in a weird way, I'm grateful for the recent events that have shed light on this complicated as fuck topic. Yeah. I knew I needed to take this opportunity to openly discuss everything for me to be a better human.
This is great for him. He had a bicep injury on his right bicep. Look at his right bicep, how fucked up it is.
I fucked up. I am as sorry as a man can be. And all I can do is take extreme ownership right now.
Oh, Jocko Wilkins.
And lead myself to a better life as a better human. Again,
extreme ownership's a great
book. Thank you to everyone for the support, the criticism, the love, the hate, and above all else, the loyalty.
That was a decent apology. I mean, he didn't have to go in and like try to create sympathy for others. Like he could have just said, fucked up, I'm on steroids. It is what it is. We all knew it. But like, I've done steroids. I don't look like that. I don't even anywhere near look like that. I don't even know how to look like that. And I don't have the discipline to look like that. So, you know, shout out to him for having the fucking guts to go out and do what he did. And shout out to everyone who can look like that, because goddamn, that'd be awesome. And yeah, he's right though. Like most people, like I work out because I'm fucking insecure as shit, because I've had weight issues. I've had weight issues my entire life. So like, I've always been looking for the hack or the cheat or the best way to go about, you know, looking just a little bit better. Fuck, I wear skinny jeans from Calvin Klein. Like, that's. Fuck, if that doesn't say I have insecurity issues, nothing does, but I think we all do. And we all just try to find ways to keep ourselves more positive, you know, but for somebody like that, like, homie, if you're gonna really put a message out to like try to help depressed kids or help society, like you gotta be relatable, and they're not relating to that physique, you're just adding to like, fuck, I don't look like that, right? Like at the end of the day, like, if he really wants to help society and really wants to help kids and really wants to help people in depression, like just be honest, like, hey, this is what I did to get here, and like if you follow these steps, then maybe you can maybe not get to where I'm at, but like get to something that's a little bit more physically attractive or more of what the media portrays as attractive. But yeah, shout out to him for, you know, referencing Extreme Ownership from Jocko Wilkins, which is probably the best book I've ever read as far as like how to live your life. If you just say I fucked up, like there's nothing else people can say. Like even on that message, if he would have just shrunk it down a little, just to be like, yeah, I fucked up, I've been on steroids, I did this for a ploy because I wanted to build out my company faster, and if I would have said I took steroids, y'all wouldn't have bought my $120 supplement package. But you know, I did steroids, I do steroids, and I'm gonna continue to do steroids, and I'm actually gonna put out exactly what I do. I'm gonna put the link to my doctor if you wanna get a referral in, and these are all the different supplements I take, and these are my workouts that I do. And good luck if you think you have the time, energy, and financial capabilities to do what I do. that would have been a good message. And he wouldn't have got as much hate on as he has on this apology. But this is the first time I saw this apology, so it's good. It was good. Like, and hey, Liver King, you'll never see this, but if you do, come on our podcast. I would love to touch your abs. No, I'm just kidding. I'd love to get to know your story more about how you got to where you're at and how you built this empire.